Hi everyone, my name is Ace. I am a low-income 25-year-old living on the East Coast of the United States, working in nonprofit administration, and this is Ace of Coins. So today is really exciting. I was able to get some of my retroactive paycheck from July to the present, and when I got my raise from $18 to $20, my boss told me it would be coming in retroactively, so I will be receiving, I think, small increments of all of the money that was supposed to have been in my previous paychecks from July up until right now. So before we get started with today's cash stuffing, which is going to be a cash stuffing of $1,204.73, let's do our regular card pull before we get started. So today we have the King of Pentacles, which is really interesting because last time we got the King of Cups, I believe. So the King of Pentacles is, again, kind of a leadership figure or a fatherly figure, very stable, very strong. And Pentacles has to do, or the coins, as my channel is named after, coins or pentacles have to do a lot with finances and financial stability and things like that. So I think the King of Pentacles today is telling me that, similarly to last time, I need to stay stable and rigid in my financial goals where they are, and there will be things that are changing a lot as far as my emergency fund, considering that I still have the situation with my car that has not yet been resolved. But I think if I can just stay steady where I'm at and just keep doing what I'm doing, as long as I stay disciplined and smart with my money, I'll be okay. That's kind of the message that I'm getting. So that's the vibe for today's video. If you're familiar with tarot or you've searched for the meaning of the King of Pentacles yourself and you kind of read a little bit about it because you're curious, let me know in the comments, what does the King of Pentacles mean for you today or for your current situation? Alright, so we're going to do a couple things today. Obviously, we're going to be doing the cash stuffing of my retroactive paychecks that have started, and also my new wages, that is $20 an hour, but like a salary rate. So we're going to be doing that, but also we're going to be spreading out my sinking funds a little bit because I purchased a new binder, and this binder will be for holidays. I'm gonna have a holiday specific binder, and anything celebratory that's, you know, related to holidays, whether it's birthdays or anniversaries or whatever, I will be putting it in this binder. So we will be moving some envelopes around first before I get into the actual cash stuffing. So let's do that. This is the 2,500 monthly savings challenge. This binder you can get on Amazon. I think I got this one for $5 or $4 and some change, something like that. It does come with the inserts for each month. If you want to save up that $2,500 for the challenge, it comes with these inserts and a bunch of these envelopes. I had someone ask me about where I got my envelopes. I get the envelopes from the binder bundle that comes with the savings challenges. So if you want extra envelopes and an extra binder, but you don't necessarily need the savings challenge inserts like myself, you can still purchase that, and in the future, if you want to use it, you'll always have those inserts to do that $2,500 savings challenge. So I'm going to set these to the side because I've already created the envelopes that I wanted to put in here. There's some new envelopes, so I will be adding a Halloween envelope and a party planning envelope, and then we'll also be moving around my vacation, Christmas, my birthday, and the gift envelopes from the other sinking fund binder. So let me grab those. So here's my low priority binder, and I know it's looking a little bit messy on my desk right now just because there isn't that much room to work with. So let's take out Christmas. Oops. We'll keep auto in there. We'll take out vacation, my birthday, my love will stay, and then we'll take out gifts, and I believe that's all that we'll be taking out for the holiday binder. So I'll put this back. And I definitely need a Halloween envelope because we really went through a lot of funds for our Halloween party this year. So I think saving up for Halloween, for a costume, and for any parties with this envelope and any envelope money that's in party planning, I think it's going to be really, really good, and it'll help us cover a lot more funds. So I wanted to organize this by putting vacation first. I'm trying to order it by importance. So vacation first, then Christmas, then Halloween, then my birthday, gifts, and party planning. So that's how I'll be structuring this new binder. Let's see, can I get them all? Here we go. And voila. And I do have another keychain that I want to put in here, a little charm. I went Christmas shopping with my sister during our little girls' day, and I did get myself one of these little, in Japan they're called gacha, but I don't know what you would call them in America or like in English. It's a small collectible. It's a mystery collectible, so you open up the package. I feel like a lot of people know this. It's similar to Pokemon cards, where you open up the package, you're not sure exactly what you're gonna get, and you can collect them all, or you might get duplicates. So I got this Cinema Roll X Hatsune Miku collab charm. It's so cute. I think it's acrylic. It's such good quality. And I got this at the dollar store that's in my area, and I love the gold hardware. I wish my binders had gold hardware, but maybe one day. Maybe one day if I have enough money, just kind of liquid, maybe I can purchase ones that have gold hardware and I can give these away. But this is really, really cute, and she's all dressed up for the hot summer season, and they're drinking milk together, or I think it might be Yakult. But I will be putting this charm in this binder because it gives kind of holiday vibes, I think. So there we go. There's the new holiday binder. She's so cute. I love them so much. All right, we'll put this to the side, and then we'll get started with the high priority binder, and we'll do the cash stuffing. Okay, I lied. We're gonna do my wallet first. So let me pull out my wallet. All of our $1 bills and our change, which will go into the change jar. And then I will also be stuffing my wallet first, and then we'll move on to my sinking funds. So let's see, we have any ones. We have some $1 bills and groceries. I had to reach into my grocery money to also put toward the Halloween party for this year. So there is nothing left. There's $5 in ones. And I did take out some ones when I went to the bank to withdraw my paycheck money. So all those ones will be going into the $1 savings challenge because I couldn't find anything else I wanted to put all those ones to. So that will be just going into the savings challenge. Hygiene has nothing. Nice dates. Let's see if there's any ones in here. Nope. No ones. Eating out. I feel like I had some ones in here. Nope, no ones in there. Shopping. There are some ones, some 3 ones in there. And nothing in eating out. I thought there were ones in eating out, but here we have our loose change, and I will just grab all this and put it right into the little coin jar. I did have to take out I think it was $10.75 in quarters out of my change jar savings challenge because I needed more coins for laundry, for the little coin laundry that's in our basement at my apartment complex. So I did leave a little slip of paper in there that says $10.75 on it, so that once I count it all, I'll know I took out $10.75, and then I can just add that on, and I don't know, it would make me feel just kind of a little bit more accomplished just to know that I had $10.75 in there in quarters. But I mean, I did have to take it out, so that's okay. All right, my desk is just so crowded. So here is all of our change. I won't be counting it, but we will eventually. I mean, it was more full before, but all those quarters are gone now. So eventually, once this fills up, then we'll count it. Or in the event that I need some more cash, I will count some coins, take it to the bank, and exchange it for bills or something like that. So that's where we're at now. And now let's get started with stuffing my wallet, because I will definitely be needing some grocery money this week. So groceries will be getting $50. So now there's $50 in groceries. Hygiene will be getting $10. So now there's $10 in hygiene. I did have to use up all of my previous savings in hygiene to get those shampoo and conditioner, and I'm so happy I did, because my hair feels so much better now with that Shea Moisture brand. Nice Dates. Oops, let me fix that. Nice Dates will be getting $30. So let's take a look at what we've gotten here. So we've got some 10s and a 5. So now Nice Dates has $20, $30, $40, $55. My boyfriend has been coming home a lot recently from university, and we've been going out a little bit, but I think until Thanksgiving he's gonna have to stay at university because it's just a lot of traveling for him, and he takes the public transport to get to the train station where I usually will drive to pick him up, or someone will, because I can't use my car right now. But the public transport has gotten really, really expensive recently, so I don't think he can really afford to come home anymore. And he's just going to be getting more and more busy with, you know, finals and everything as that the end of the semester comes around. Eating out will be getting $20. So now eating out has $30. I need to get into a better rhythm with all this. Shopping will be getting, how much? $30 and a 10. So now shopping has $20, $40, $60, $80, $90. And that is it for my wallet. So now we can move on to my high priority savings. All right, and I think I want to move my business envelope somewhere else. I don't want it to be in front of my emergency fund envelope. So let me take this out and decide, where do I want to put my business envelope? Roth, medical and dental, subscriptions. Since it's kind of more of a long-term savings thing, I will put it, I think I'll put it, let's put it in front of home. So business will be in front of home now, because actually getting a house will be in the very, very far future, but apartment might not be so far away. So for my high priority sinking funds, emergency fund, we'll be getting $200, but I did have to take out $300, so let me update that first. So $300 is gone out of my bank account, so I'll put those to the side. Unfortunate. But we have $5,100 in the bank. Now we're gonna get $200 out of 50s. So let's see, 51, 50, 200, and that will be going into emergency funds. So we have 5,150, 250, 300 in emergency fund. I know I could have just kept the placeholders in here, but I think just so that everything remains pretty consistent and easy for me to follow, I'm just gonna do it the harder way. So that's emergency fund. Roth will be getting $50. So now we have 50, 120, 30, 130 in Roth. Medical and dental will be getting $100. And now medical and dental has 51, 50, 170. I'm really happy that I'm kind of putting a lot toward these specifically larger and obviously high priority funds, because I fear that I will be needing to pull out of these to pay more bills and any car or medical things that are coming up, because I have a feeling those will be coming up soon. Subscriptions, won't be getting anything. Home, oh, we're not going to home, we're going to business. I forgot I moved it. Business is getting 50. So now we have 55 in business. Home will be getting 150. So let's take 5150. We'll be going into home. And there we go. So we have 100, 200 in the bank, 250, 300, 50, 400, and $10. $410 in home. That's super exciting. Oh my gosh, that's actually really exciting. I'm really happy. I didn't realize there was already so much. I forgot how much there was in this envelope, but this, I feel like this joy, I love this feeling of this joy every time I do this cash stuffing, because I forget in between, because it's bi-weekly paycheck, I forget in between my cash stuffings how much is actually in my sinking funds, and this is just, it makes me so happy. Wedding will be getting 150 as well, so we've got 5150. Oh, and there's only 200 in here, so we have 100, 200 in the bank, 250, 300, 350. That is super exciting too. And that is all for my high priority sinking funds. All right, let's jump into my low priority sinking funds now. I'm super excited for this $1 bill challenge this week. Okay, auto to start will be getting $100. And now auto has 100 in the bank, 150, 200, $205 in auto. My love, actually, let's not move on to my love just yet, because I did have a little bit of an extra surprise, I guess, if you would call it that. I am adding a couple envelopes into here too, and I forgot about that until I looked at my spreadsheet. So I will be adding 2 new envelopes, the first of which is going to be Save Up. I've decided that I'm going to, instead of rolling over or compounding my money in my envelope, in my shopping envelope, whatever I don't use in a week, I'll put into my Save Up. So I guess this is kind of like a saving challenge. So that's going to roll over into Save Up rather than compound in my envelope, because it makes me a little nervous carrying around a whole lot of money that I'm not using. So Save Up is going to be going into in front of my love, I mean. And, you know, I might as well add whatever money I didn't spend last week into here, or the last 2 weeks. So let me do that. So I just put in $30 for spending for this pay period. So I'll leave $30 in the envelope. And then $60 will be going into Save Up. So if I do want to buy something a little bit more expensive or a little bit higher quality, I'll pull out a Save Up and shopping. And then if I don't use anything in shopping, I'll just roll over to Save Up. Okay, next, we won't be doing my love yet again. I will do my second envelope that I'm adding, which is computer. I wanted to save up to build my own computer for a really long time, but I've just never had the resources to do so. But now that I'm getting a little bit more each paycheck, I think I'm going to start saving so that I can build my own computer. So for computer, I will be adding $75. So now there's 75 in computer. And I'm really, really excited about the opportunity. Seems like it's open to me now to build my own computer, and customizing things recently has been, I guess, a huge passion of mine, so I'm looking forward to that. My love will be getting $25, and I'm hoping to bulk all these up while I can before things start to even out, because once the retroactive pay isn't coming through anymore, this amount won't the amount won't be equal to $1,204 and some change. It'll be less than that I take out of the bank, because I still need to have some put over to the side for my student loans and my medical insurance and stuff like that. So right now I'm just trying to stuff all that I can before that number starts to dwindle back to a normal $20 an hour. So now in my love we have $50, $70, $90, $100, $5, $10. So we have $110 in my love. And then we'll move on to my sister's envelope, which will also be getting $25. And I believe it should be the same exact amount. So my sister now has 50, 70, wait a minute. Did I count that right? Oh, I remember. I helped my sister pay for a box that she wanted. It's a bundle box of kelp products from a small business in Alaska. I will link their business below. I forget exactly what the business name is called, but she saw them on Instagram, and they do all sorts of products. They make all sorts of products using kelp, fish. I think they are kelp farmers and a fisherman small business. So we got hot sauces and seasoning bundles and salsa. They also had furikake, which is a Japanese rice seasoning, and they had a chili sauce. It's not really a chili sauce, but it's like a chili flake oil that is also commonly used in Asian cooking. So I helped her pay for that out of my sister envelope so that we could both kind of share in the bounty that is the kelp bundle. So I will link them below. If you're interested, go check them out. Their products are so good. The food is very, very good. And I believe they also have t-shirts and hats and merch like that to help support their small business. So I'll put that link down there. So that's where all that money went, and I was kind of freaking out a little bit. But sister now has $50, $75, $80. But yeah, for lunch today, I just had some of their verde salsa. It's very, very good. Slightly sweet, slightly acidic, and not really spicy, the verde salsa, but they do have a medium one as well. We got the big bundle box, so we got all those products in it. Entertainment will be getting $50. Really bled this envelope dry for the Halloween party, so we only have $60 in entertainment now. So we're gonna have to build that up again. Miscellaneous will be getting $25. And let's see here. We have a 10 in there. So now we have $35 in miscellaneous. I did pull out a miscellaneous as well for the party and for my costume. So that one took a little bit of a hit as well. Buffer fund will be getting $25. And now buffer fund has $50, $70, $95, $100. Perfect. And the moment I've been waiting for, I don't know if you've been waiting for, but I have the $1 bill challenge. So we'll take all of these ones. I don't remember how many ones are in here from the last time I counted, but I do want to count these ones just to see how many we're putting in this week. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, $17 going into the $1 bill challenge for this week. I'm gonna do my best not to look at the amount of ones that were already in there because I don't want to count it until it's actually, oh my goodness, until it's actually stuffed as much as we can stuff it into this envelope. All right, there's still some room in here, so I will probably let this go for another week or two before we empty it and count it, and then redistribute it amongst my other envelopes. So that's all for my low priority. My holidays binder with my cute little charm. I love this charm so much. So let's open her up. Vacation won't be getting anything because we did essentially max it out at $550 a while back. Christmas won't be getting anything because I'm just going to be spending from this right now. But once Christmas is over, or if I desperately need some more funds for Christmas gifts this year, which I don't think I will put more money into this envelope. But come January, I believe, I think so. Come January or even the end of December, I will start stuffing into this again. Halloween won't be getting anything because our Halloween party, we did it a little bit early this year. We did it this past weekend, and next weekend is Halloween. I will be going down to my boyfriend's university because he invited me and his friends invited me to some of their Halloween parties, so I will be going down for that, so I won't need to spend anything. My birthday, I will be putting $10 toward my birthday. So now I have $100 in the bank, $20, $30 in my birthday. Next, we'll be doing gifts. Gifts will also be getting $10. So let's see. Here, there we go. So gifts now has gifts now has 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, $39 in gifts. I think I'm rushing a little too much. Slow down. Party planning will be getting $10, and this is the last dollar bill that we will be putting into my sinking funds today. $10 in party planning. I really hope this will bulk up a lot because I do love throwing parties. So, and when I was in middle school, we threw a lot of parties, and one of the parties that I can recall that I really, really loved was our April Fool's Day party, where we not only did food, but one of the most memorable moments was when we did food that looked like one food, but it was actually a different food. So, for example, we had cupcakes. They looked like cupcakes, but the cake itself was meatloaf and the icing on top was mashed potatoes. And then I think we had gravy as like a chocolate sauce or whatever, but it didn't taste terrible at all. It just tasted like meatloaf and mashed potatoes. But when you look at it, it was very confusing for your brain. So you're expecting something a little bit sweeter, but it's actually savory. But that was fun, and I would love to start doing little parties like that, and also just parties for no other reason than to have a fun party with your friends, because you don't need a reason to have a party. And kind of the mundanity of life gets away from us. So I want to break that up by having some fun and adding a little bit of magic into my everyday moments with my friends. So that's it for my holidays binder. All right, thank you guys so much for coming and watching, and up until this point, listening to all my jib jab and yeah, me just rambling, I guess, while I do my cash stuffing. I'm really, really happy that I was able to cash stuff $1,204 and some change, and I can't wait for all those new envelopes to start bulking up so that I can invest in buying computer parts to make my own computer, or invest in things like party planning for me and my friends, and just living life to the fullest that I can where I'm at right now. and just enjoying the small moments. I think that's really, really important. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe and click that notification bell so you'll never miss when I upload my next videos. And if you would like to, and you've gotten to this point in the video, leave a lucky clover below in the comments, or leave any questions or just general chit chat in the comments, and I would be so happy and grateful to just interact with you guys. And yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time.